I can see you, Lillian. Good evening to you. How are you? I can see you, Zavax. How are you? Hey, who else can I see? Lucy Mushemi, karibu sana. It's good to see you again. Amina Abdi, good evening to you. Karibu sana. Felix Kalo, asante sana. Karibu sana. Rechonjeri, good evening. Nice to see you. How is Nanyuki? Karibu sana. Ikpande hii. Luke was just energizing music. Thank you very much. Of course, we love what we do. So, and entertainment is part of it. They are saying they're waiting for lemonade ingredients. So thank you very much, Lucy. I am sure Frank has the recipe for us this evening. So it's really good to see you back here. And as always, this is Tuesday. Vincent, asante sana. Thank you very much. Yes, smile. Jesus loves you. Or Allah loves you. Or the other person. Yeah. So yeah, good to see you guys. And thank you for being here. This is the 22nd webinar of season 2. We did 26 episodes in season 1. Don't worry, we are not about to take a break. We are going to extend a bit for a few, more episodes. We have quite a lot. September is the suicide prevention month. So obviously, you know how we do it. Get it right with the Tara Solutions, always keeping it fresh. So next week, we are going to look at how to prevent suicide on mental health. And then after that, we'll be looking at branding. After that, then we get into October. October is a mental health month, so expect quite a lot. We're also expecting to host the Women Fund CEO, as well as somebody who is a media personality will come and give us their story. So we have quite a lot in store for you. In the meantime, allow us to just jump onto the business of the day. This is Get It Right with the Tara Solutions. It's a webinar series that takes place every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Live on Zoom. We are always here. We are live on Facebook as well. Oh my God, I forgot to share the link on Facebook. Let me just do that now. So we do this to demystify, or rather our goal is to demystify issues in entrepreneurship and employment. So if you are an employee, if you're an entrepreneur, either planning to become one or already one, or you're also in the dreams, because we are into actualizing dreams, this is for you. So Get It Right with the Tara Solutions. We demystify issues in entrepreneurship and employment. And if you've missed any of our episodes, any of our discussions, kindly find them on our YouTube channel, Get It Right with the Tara Solutions. Yes, Purity, we have a bucket full next month. So allow me to just give a shout out to our partners because it is important to acknowledge the people who are making this happen. It is really, really important that we give them the highlights. So this webinar is brought to you by Atara Solutions, courtesy of Balcon Housing. Balcon Housing is a real estate and property management company. They've been doing this for quite some years. They have a special offer for people on Get It Right. If you're a listener of ours, you can get a chance to actually own a plot at 400,000 shillings, and they can tailor make your installments. Can you imagine? Like they can actually sit with you and you agree on a payment plan and take your time and be depositing some money until you get to own this land. It is located in Nanyuki near Olpajata Gate B. The size of the plot is 1/8, so in a controlled development. So if you're looking to invest in some land in Nanyuki, Balcon Housing have an offer for people on Get It Right with the Tara Solutions. For more details, you can always get in touch with me. If not, you can call them on 0780-191919. Again, 0780-191919. You can also get in touch with them with 0789-636363. This is for Balcon Housing, for a chance to get, imagine you stand to win a home for 400, a piece of land for 400,000 shillings. I'm so used to owning homes. May God hear me. Hey, so other than Balcon, we have been celebrating 1 year anniversary. I think it's getting old now, but we have, obviously we have giveaways for you from our partners. We have Balcon Housing. We have Stallion Construction Company, a construction firm. We have current technologies and an engineering consultancy firm. They also do NEMA studies and all that. They're also trainers on safety and health. We also have Intercity Secure Homes for all your security concerns. They are into guarding, they're into CCTV installation. They also do a survey and anything security that you may need. So Intercity Secure Home. We also have Octagon Africa. Octagon is a pension and insurance company. If you're looking for some people to manage your pension scheme, or rather to who you can invest your insurance with, Octagon Africa are there for you. We have Pathway Solutions, and today we have the CEO Pathway Solutions with us, which is a really, really interesting, gonna be an interesting session. Sorry. So it's going to be an interesting session. We have Pathway Solution Services. This is a competence, productivity, and results. That is their tagline. They are awesome. They've been giving us quite a number of giveaways. They've trained quite a number of you. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Pathway Solutions. And today you actually get to meet Frank, who is the man himself. In fact, when I shared, somebody said, oh, finally we get to meet this Frank. Anyway, we will tell you more about our speaker. And then we have GeoTrace. GeoTrace, their vehicle and fleet management services. If you're looking to have your car alarm installed, or you're looking to have your car tracking installed, please get in touch with GeoTrace. Actually, today I will award the alarm from GeoTrace to one of you. And then we have Shishi Naturals, JC Beauty. Shishi Naturals and JC Beauty are into natural hair and beauty products. If you're looking to maintain your, what Team Naturals, get in touch with Shishi Naturals and JC Beauty. They are online, they're on Facebook, they are on Instagram, JC Beauty and Shishi Naturals. We already have given the gift hamper from JC. We have a hamper for you from Shishi Naturals. And then we have Sorel Laundry. Sorel Laundry is a laundry shop based in Ruaka. They're actually located behind Quickmart. If you live in Ruaka, you know where Quickmart is. Up behind there is a Sorel Laundry. They do what do we call it? One-day delivery. Like they'll collect your duvet in the morning, you can have it in the evening. They'll collect your clothes in the morning, you can have them back in the evening. As in they do same-day delivery. They also collect and deliver your clothes for free if you're in Ruaka or Kiambu Road. Imagine. So if you're feeling lazy, or you're feeling this washing of laundry is not for you, please. Sorel Laundry are offering that solution. And then we had Priscilla who won that giveaway. And then we have Career Management Center. Career Management Center is a HR coaching and consulting firm. One of you actually got a chance to be coached by Madam Jane Mutisia. Most of you have been in our sessions where Jane is a speaker. So thank you very much, Jane, for your partnership. Oh my God. And then we have Favored Cakes and Caterers. They have been quite awesome to us. They gave us a cake on our first year anniversary, which we gave away to Agatha, and she really, really, really enjoyed it. I need to share some of these photos because it's important that you guys get to see what people are winning. So, and obviously today you stand a chance to get to win something. Either it's a training or it's a giveaway. By the way, our main partners have a gift hamper for one of us today. So, and we also have coaching session by Bernice. If you were with us when we were talking about picking the pieces, Bernice has a coaching session for free to you. So karibuni sana, and allow me to introduce our speaker this evening, Mr. Frank Wambari. Most people know him as Frank Sir because of his email address. I don't know where that came from, Frank. However, you'll tell us shortly. Frank is a consultant and a coach, and he's doing some awesome job. He has quite a number of materials for your training. Frank, tell us. We are supposed to be making lemonade out of lemons, right? But I was reading somewhere when I was trying to understand that proverbial saying, and I thought people are saying we are not only making lemonade, we are also adding honey into this. So tell us. We want to make lemonade and we also want to add honey. I mean, this corona got skills.
Good evening. My name is Frank Wabali. I hope you can hear me now. And as Grace said, I have my cup here with lemonade and with honey, because we need to make this thing Leo. First and foremost, I'm very grateful for Grace and you audience for making this opportunity happen. And we're also grateful to God also to see this year as well. As you know, last year was a very difficult year because of COVID-19 and other disruptions that came in place. A corporate trainer. I'm a certified success business coach. I'm also a certified life optimization coach. I'm also a certified transformational coach. And I'm also a certified life coach, among many other certifications that I have. And want to thank God because of this opportunity. Yes, Frank sir came because I thought tonight to myself, and that's why I developed Frank sir because I needed something unique. Our company is based in UK, and we believe on making the workforce competitive, making the workforce very productive and result-oriented. I stayed in Kenya for up to 2008 there, and then I decided to seek green pastures in UK. And I just thought I was coming just for a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years. After 5 years, I come back. But then I found myself staying in UK. But we are still coming back. Kenya is still our beloved country, and there's no other country like Kenya, I can tell you. You may be experiencing a lot of lemons that are very bitter, but you can also make lemonade out of it. So before I share my screen, because we have a lot to cover, first and foremost, the picture I want you to see is that if you just stay where you are without making some action plan or without ready to move, definitely you're gonna get stuck. And after some time, you're gonna start developing cycle of anger, cycle of complaint, cycle of thinking that there's no way you can move from there. But you can make your lemon and you make a lemonade. In fact, I was telling Grace before we started that I came also with my lemonade here in 7-Up a can, because you can make one, because you need to make your life better. And we'll see this in a short while. I'll share the screen and then we'll continue talking more and more. So that's about me. Let me put in a big slide. Just give me a minute. So I hope everyone can be able to see. So we are talking amidst of disruption, lemon to lemonade. And we are talking about think in 3D. 3D is you have to be different. Whether you are in business, whether you are working, whether you are employed, think in 3D. Be different, make decision, and deliver. Those are the 3 Ds. That be different, make decision, and deliver. If you don't, then you are likely to stagnate where you are. Our learning objectives this evening will be looking about disruptions that are affecting businesses and employees, and how this is making people to feel in their lives. We also be looking on how we can develop shock absorbers, because we need to be able to withstand whatever we are going through in the midst of this COVID-19 and many other disruptions. We need to think differently and act differently and deliver to our customers and to those we work for. Because the reason why you are paid where you work is because you are delivering. The minute you stop delivering, the employer will not keep you. We are also going to run what type of customer service that will make your business survive. Because in the midst of disruptions, we need our businesses to continue moving on. And then we shall look 10 characteristics of a 3D business and what type of, how that business looks. And then we're gonna see 12 characteristics of 3D leaders. And for those who are looking for jobs, also we shall see how it looks. And those who are business owners or directors or owners of companies will see how you can prepare yourself in the midst of disruptions. We're gonna look many disruptions, not only COVID-19, and I will share a few stories as we go along, and we shall look, we shall see what next. As the year 2020 started, there were so many uncertainties that came. One, there was issue of COVID-19. Nobody knew how far it was, this COVID-19 was to go, how much it was going to impact families, how much it was going to affect the individual peoples, and even finally affecting the employers who give us jobs. Not only that, even before COVID-19, some businesses were still struggling because of the disruptions that were there. As we move forward, even if you remove the COVID-19, there are still other challenges that are coming and that are going to be there. But if you think in 3D, be different, make decisions at the right time, and deliver, then you'll be able to survive and even outshine those people who are not ready to make some decisions. And I like the theme of Atara Solutions, get it right. So we need to get it right and make our lemon to make lemonade. Major disruptions that have happened in so many countries, and we start from Kenya. COVID-19 disruptions affected everyone in the world, but it also affected Kenya and other countries in different ways. Many people lost their jobs, many people lost their loved ones, many people went into debt, something they have never gone before, and many other things. There were locusts and grasshoppers that were eating everything and anything. And even in the midst of government trying to use the chemicals and even sourcing for help internationally, still the locust became a major disruption. Different countries like US, Australia, they faced, and even Greek, they faced major fire outbreaks. Earthquakes and flooding have affected other countries, and all those are disruptions. But I'm going to major so much on the disruptions that are going to come because of digital transformation, rapid growth in technology threats, supply chain disruptions that come, and economic. And although I'm going to touch a few other things, but mainly I'll dwell with those disruptions. Also, there are many disruptions that come that affected health and social care. Many people have been affected by mental health, and no wonder we have seen so many suicides all over the world. And I'm happy that Atara Solution have a speaker who will be speaking about that. Cybercrime have increased, and it's a disruption to businesses and to individual people. So I want you to type in the text or in the chat, what do you think is a major business disruption according to you, that you think it has affected either yourself or your business the last couple of years, especially the last 5 years? What do you think are the major disruptions that affected yourself and your business? Because 2019, 2020, we know is Corona, which ended up resulting to so many people going to debt, many people losing what they had earned, their pension even almost gone, no savings, and many other things. So type in the chat there what are the major business disruptions. As you do that, we'll continue. Some of the major disruptions. COVID-19, we all know how much it has affected. In the city where I live, there's a business that I know very well. It was started in 1902. The business was able to withstand pressure left and right, and only in 2020, when it died completely, dead and gone. There are other businesses like Debenham, which are based in UK and Europe, which were doing very, very well. And finally, they also went into bankrupt and they had to be bought by other people to reinvent the businesses. Many challenges that came as a result of COVID-19. Global challenges, economics, different countries, the inflation, the currencies losing value, pensions that people had saved with different companies, ending up losing value, stocks losing value, technology bringing different ways of doing business, as we shall see later, climatical changes, like the disasters which have come because of the weather, because people have not taken care of the areas they live, the locusts and grasshoppers which have been consuming quite a lot, loss of jobs as a result of COVID-19, and even before COVID-19, some businesses were struggling because of high cost of loans. But then we think about the future jobs. The challenges will be and have been and will be, as we shall see shortly, is the issue of jobs that require new skill set, which some people do not have those skills. Financial changes, M-Pesa, which have come, which has been there in the country and many countries in Africa, but now with M-Pesa, whereby you can get the loans very quickly, you can repay your loans, you can end up even transacting more money than you used to do. Bitcoins, cryptocurrency is a very hard word. All these are different ways people have started trading. I want to give you a case now about how some of these changes are affecting. A friend of mine that I know, he was telling me about this company just 2 years ago before Corona happened. They just turned up in their manufacturing company, a company that was doing very well. And that morning, the computer was just flashing and it was just blank. And the message that was coming, they needed to pay £50,000 and they needed to pay it in Bitcoins for their computers to get back to working. And it's a big manufacturing firm. It was a major challenge week, nothing was happening until after consulting some authorities, they were told, okay, just pay it so that your computers are back and running, and then we'll try to track these people. But within the time they paid that money in Bitcoins, the money was kind of taken within seconds and transferred in different countries. And they could not be able to trace who was doing it. There are different ways people are doing financial transactions for good or for bad. Some people have taken that to their own advantages. And there are many other factors that are affecting bringing the disruptions. Some good disruptions in a way, like for example, having the new expressway and SGR, it has brought new jobs that were not there, but jobs that require people to work with the technology. So as much as the challenges are going to be there, how are you going to make your lemonade? Think in 3D. Think different, think decisively, and deliver that which you promise. And more so, if you're working for somebody, make sure that you work for him diligently and deliver that which he is paying you. Otherwise, soon you get out of the door. So I pose a question. What are the challenges that are facing the business in your own field? If you are unemployed, type in the chat, what are the challenges are you facing as you are looking for jobs? Type 1 or 2 challenges that you're facing. If you're employed, what are the challenges are you facing in the workplace? How are you able to make your lemonade from them on? Please type your responses in your chat box there. According to me, the 3D challenges, I'm posing this, thinking 3D or face extinction. Because if you don't do things differently, chances are is that you're going to become extinct. Some of the challenges businesses are facing is the digital revolution. There are many innovative ways of doing business. Let me give you an example, something that you know very well. Those old days that we used to be young, during Christmas time, there used to be a man who used to come with a bike and a big camera to take pictures, and then he would go and produce them and bring to the family. With the digital revolution, such people, they are not getting any business at all. Not only that, people have used now technology to use the drones to go and take the pictures wherever they want to do the pictures. We are also seeing places like Amazon, different places. I give an example in UK, but I know it's happening in America and some other places where they have robots which are able to pick the items and put them in the basket. But what happens in that case? Some people, they lose jobs. But at the same time, if you make lemon into lemonade, you may see some opportunity. Some of those robots or those drones, they need to be repaired, they need to be maintained, they need to be programmed. So those are opportunities. Of course, many companies, they do not have risk management plan in place. And if they do, it's not dynamic enough to withstand the shocks. I've seen some companies that have died because of COVID-19 simply because they did not have a succession plan. The place I used to buy flowers, it was run by two old pensioners, and they were in that business for many, many years. Because of COVID-19 and being vulnerable, they had to close the business. And because they did not prepare those people who could take over, the business had to die prematurely. We are seeing Industrial Revolution 4.0, things becoming better in a way in the way the businesses operate, but some businesses still not able to continue. Better end-to-end supply logistics because of 3D. Businesses thinking differently, they make decisions and they deliver. If you do not do forward planning, you are likely to face a challenge. Companies all throughout the world that import things mostly in China because that's where most of products are being made for Christmas and other seasons, they are just saying how worried they are, whether the goods are going to reach them before Christmas time. Why? Because certain logistics are not adding up because of this COVID-19. Some people, obviously, because of taxation and other things, they lose jobs. Then we go to the individual. Many people are saying once they finish their college or university, they don't have any other job to do, or they do not have even any job. Why? They do not have the experience, or maybe some of the degrees that they have done or courses they have done, there is no jobs available in the market, or there are so many people that are available to do the job. So very many people chasing just very few jobs. What about those people who are doing just degrees that they cannot get the job? There are many of them. You need to make sure you are doing career mapping so that you remain relevant. Of course, if you do not update your skill set, then they become stale and they will not be able to help you. Future jobs in crisis, and we shall see shortly. Changing technology in the way people are doing business. Make your lemon to produce lemonade. I pose a question. What are the two main challenges is your business facing? Type in the chat and I'll show you what I have. If you are new in the business, what do you anticipate that the future will bring challenges that will come with your business facing the uncertainties of future? If you are employed, what are the two challenges are you facing? Type in the chat. If you are self-employed and you are facing uncertainties, or you are looking for opportunities, what are the challenges? Let me know. And then finally, If you are searching for jobs or you are searching for green pastures, you have a job, but you want to get another one, or you do not have a job, but you're looking for the job, what are the challenges? Let us know. What do you think? Put it in the comments page. When I did my own research, I found out that COVID-19 topped in 2020 and 2021. But in the midst of that, I also found that whereas 80% of the people, their lives went downside. They were really in a very bad state, and some of them are still. But 20% of the population per given country, 2020 was very good, and 2021, they are still doing very well. Some could be, maybe it's corruption, but there are some still genuine people who are making money and making wealth by following the right ways because they prepared for it, or the lessons they learned during the COVID-19, or even before. They started thinking differently, they made rapid decisions, and they delivered to their customers what they needed. Of course, digital revolution and what we call Internet of Things. For example, most of us that are living in developed countries, you can just talk to Alexa, the one produced by Amazon, and you tell it what you want to eat, and Alexa will respond to you. Or sometimes you are not even sure what is in the fridge, and you can talk to Alexa. There are certain machine language developed products that are almost taking over what people could do. Of course, if you do not do your pest analysis for those who do not know means political, economic, and then sociological, technological factors that affect the business. For example, when we look next year, 2020, some political factors might affect some businesses, some may not be affected. Economic factors due to COVID-19, due to other factors, due to uncertainties next year, all those are economic factors. So sociological and demographic, how people are living, how the lifestyles of people, they affect businesses, and how businesses are able to respond to that. And technology, how technology is moving. Of course, those who are in business, cost of recruiting employees is also becoming harder. It's becoming more expensive. But those who are able to use the technology, it is becoming cheaper because they can recruit online. Expensive loans, it's also becoming a bigger challenge. And it's becoming a disruption because if you cannot get loan, or because maybe your credit record is not good because of CRB, then your business may end up suffering and may face a disruption at that particular time. Some of the businesses, they lack what we call BCP, business continuity plan. How well are you prepared with your business? Do you have a business continuity plan? Do you have a succession plan? Of course, we must also embrace that blockchain and cryptocurrency is also a phenomenon that has come in, which can work good if used in the right way, but also absence of it also means that there's other ways that you could make passive income that you may not be able to make. But it's also a risk investment. Those who are looking for jobs, again, you graduate or you finish your college or university, but you do not have specific skills required by the employers, then you remain irrelevant. If you are not able to adapt and you are not willing to take some challenges to run some CPD or attend forums like this, then obviously you may not have the right skills the employers are looking for. The impact of digitalization as the employers, businesses, and the jobs require people who are computer literate and people who can do certain things is also a big challenge for many of us. If you're not willing to relocate, it can also be a challenge. SWOT analysis means strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Mostly the strength and weaknesses, they are internal factors that are innate in a person. And until you are ready to work on those weaknesses and also to utilize the opportunities you have using the strength you have, then you may see the threats in your business and in your personal life may affect you. Of course, the employers, they want to employ people with right attitude, positive mental attitude. Many people are saying lack of opportunities, but as you will see, it is because future jobs are requiring new skills. It is a disruption to business if they cannot obtain the people to do to work for them. Last Sunday in the BBC, they were showing the way some students here in UK in Bedfordshire, they have produced robots that will work in many sectors. And as a result of that, they will be able, the employers were saying, this is very good because they are facing scarcity of skills and their jobs, they are ending up not having people to work. But they think that the technology will be able to solve those problems. But as much as it's going to solve those problems, then some people will end up not having food to eat, money to pay the bills, and all that kind of thing. Then I pose a question to you. If you think about it, about 10 years ago, many banks used to employ a lot of security guards. But what has happened? Many people have gone online business. The banks, they are doing a lot of transactions online. So where is the demand? Because the hackers have come in, there's a lot of cyber crimes increasing. So the jobs for cyber security are in high demand. In the world, we only have 75 million cybersecurity people who can work in that sector. But in the whole world, we have 7.6 billion. And about 5 billion, they will be using the business transactions online. Every business is using transactions online. So if we have most people who are trained to do cybersecurity, then they will be able to get the jobs. But look into our schools and universities. How much are they producing in cybersecurity jobs? How much are they producing people to work in the sector that are related with IT? They are not meeting the demand. What about your mindset? Do you have fixed mindset or you have growth mindset? You have to think on developing your mindset that will attract the employers. And lo and behold, Internet of Things is changing things. I want to give you some quotes that you can remember. One is from Albert Einstein, and he said, if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. And that is true, because if you do not want to think differently, if you do not want to make decisions, if you do not want to deliver, then you always produce what you normally produce, and chances are you are in the process of becoming extinct. Then Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And James Clear, who wrote a book recently, the revised one, Atomic Habits. If you have to develop habits that will attract investment, habits that will attract the employer, habits that will make you to be retained in the job sector, you have to make sure that you are innovating. I work for my company and I work for other people as well, because my skills can attract people who would pay for my skills. Think about yourself. If you are an employed person, or if you think that your job is going to get out of market, you have to think how you have to innovate. Now, I want to give you 4 people actually, that will surprise you. These people are very successful, but certain things happened in their life. The first person is Thomas Edison. He tried to make the bulb that you use for the lights. He tried so many times. But when he had made the 999 times, when he was making the 1000th one, then the bulb light. So he failed almost 1000 times, but when he was in the 1000th time, things worked. How many times have you tried and then you have given up? Successful people, they fail many times, but when they fail, they rise up and they learn from their lessons. Steve Jobs, when he made the board of directors to invest on Mac, and then they could not be able to make enough sales to recover their money, he was fired from his own company. But when he went back to his dad's and mom's garage, he innovated himself. And when he came back, he came with the iPhone, he came up with iPod, and he came up with all sorts of programs. And that time he said, I would like to be that every single home will have a device that they can hold with their hand. And before he died, lo and behold, the devices for Apple had circulated everywhere. Suppose when he was fired, he went to sleep. The products we see this world, we will not see them. When you are fired from job, do you go and stop, or do you go innovate or recreate yourself? What a destiny. When he was working in a certain company, they said he is not innovative enough. They said he is not creative. They said he has very poor imagination. But when he went, he thought differently. He made a decision and he said he will not live in the same state he was. And he decided he is going to deliver something that will be better than what the employers thought about it. How many people have told you that you cannot make it? How many people have given you prophecy your family cannot make it? Your business cannot make it. You cannot make at the end of the year. Think differently. Make sure your lemon is producing lemonade. Soichiro Honda, he's the one who made the motorcycles that we know today, Honda, and also the cars. He started making them and he failed many times. And during the World War, he also lost everything through fire. He tried many times, but because he did not give up, then he succeeded. And in America now, his company is, I think it's the second largest seller of cars in America because he never gave up. Milton Hershey, he was working for a company where he was working as apprenticeship, but later he was fired because they thought that he was not performing the way they wanted to make Caddy. But after he went, worked another 3 companies, they also fired him. But he innovated, recreated himself, thought differently, made the decision, and he delivered the best Caddy. And his chocolate company is one of the most successful company in the world. Our own local girl born in Kenya, Lupita Nyong'o, she said that every dream is valid. You have a dream in your business. You have a dream even as you work for somebody else. You have a dream even as you do whatever you do. Every dream is valid, but are you willing to think differently? Are you willing to deliver? Are you willing to make decisions? Never give up. I'll give you a small story. There's a guy called Nikki Fijifiki. Some of you might know this man. He was born in Australia, and he was born without hands and without legs, except 2 toes, 2 small toes. And when he had finished his university BCom, he knew very well nobody would give him the job as a disabled person. And he started thinking, what can he do? But he remembered 2 positive words that were said to him by a boy they used to work to study with when he was in Form 2. And he said, Nikki, you are a very good speaker. Nikki, I think you can motivate people. So during this time, he has graduated and he did not know what to do. Then he thought, well, you know what? I'll just start calling schools and motivate them. And he started calling the schools all over Australia. Every time he calls the phone, he says, I'm Nikki Fijisiki and I'm disabled. I do not have legs and only 2 toes, because that's what he did not, nobody had advised him how to draw the pitch. And therefore, he started calling schools and saying like that until 52nd phone, because every time he could call, everyone was banging the phone. Somebody took the phone and he said, okay, we'll give you a chance. We're going to pay you $50 Australian money. He told his brother to take him to that school. He went and gave very good motivational sessions. And after that, they were very happy. And as he went back, schools after school, they started calling him. Today, Nikki Fijifiki has met so many presidents all over the world. Nikki knows how to swim. Nikki plays football, golf. Nikki also writes books. He has written so many books. He is married and he has 2 children. And Nikki, he is now somebody who speaks in the TV. He has so many TV channels in America and all over the world, which host him. And he has also many radio stations and a very big church as well. Never give up. Tough people may remain, but tough times do not last. That's what Robert Schuller said. So, opportunities, 2020 up to 2050, from my own research, I found these are some of the ideas some of you need to explore if you have not explored. Thank God the speaker who spoke last week, he said he is in the business of solar panel because he had already seen that opportunity. But you could also see opportunity even from his farm as well. Because if you have good mechanical engineering or good technical skills to repair those solar panels, it could be an opportunity. The 3D technology and equipment and printing, they are good opportunities. Yes, they are there, but you can think differently. Asteroid mining, scientific analysis, there are so many people who need people who can mine the data in order to make decisions. Some places, some companies like World Bank, they need think tank of people who can help them with the data and making sense. But I also found interesting for those who are in coaching business like me and others, that marriage counseling is also going to continue being there, simply because robots and robotics and all this Internet of Things, they will not be able to bring the feeling that will be there when people are talking, when people are discussing their sad times and good times in their family. Also the issue of medical care, because people are growing older and older. So there are also opportunities there. Some people, they want their own air. Other people, because electric cars, like for example, in UK, there are so many electric charging points. It could be some opportunities that you could invest even where you are, where people can come and charge their own cars, electricals. Veterinary, you might ask me, how comes veterinary jobs will be there and they are likely to be in demand? Because people are keeping a lot of pets in the house. Some people are keeping cats, some people are keeping dogs. They have been keeping them anyway, but they are high demand because many people who were not keeping the pets are keeping pets. So you find opportunities. Greenhouse auditors, people who can audit the air that we are breathing, and also auditing the organizations which are supposed to be compliant with energy. The privacy protection firms, robotic mechanics, space edifiers, space tourism. Richard Branson is one of them who is taking people to the space. There's great demand that is there and will be there. Drone photographies, and also repairing those drones. Smart cities, the Concert City. Some of you, you should now be looking how you can be in the Concert City, being one of the tech support, providing the support that will be there. Same thing even with those express highways, because they'll be getting some people who are good in tech to manage the traffic lights. I saw the other day many jobs being advertised there, but most of those jobs, they require people with good technology. Make your lemon to produce lemonade. Emerging things because of Internet of Things. Artificial intelligence, which is being used all over. I will give you an example about artificial intelligence and use of algorithm. In my learner management system, at every given time, I have 50 people who are doing courses there. I do not have to be there all the time because the algorithms and a bit of AI is able to do the work. Myself, I only need to come and look how the progress is going on, and I do one or two things. And all over the world, people are using algorithms. Think about how the exams are being marked. There could be opportunities there. Use of robots in business, in medical, electrical cars, the use of digital currencies, Alexa tablets, how they are being used, and many other things. How are you going to make your lemonade? How prepared are you? Because all these are disruptions. They are disruptions because they will go with the jobs, they will go with the businesses which will not be able to withstand the survival when things are difficult. I post there before I go to the last section, which is a small section remaining. And I ask you to type your question or ask any question you would like to ask before we do the final touch. Thank you.
All right, Frank, it's 8:55, so I was even about to stop you. So that at least we don't keep people for too long. So so far, I think people have been engaging and not really engaging, just processing what you're talking about, and especially the fact that people need to think differently. There are opportunities for people who are thinking differently, people who are decisive, and people who are, what is the other D? No one has typed.
Deliver.
Yes. No, I was asking the audience. I wanted to know whether they were paying attention. Okay. About the 3D. So what Frank is talking about is you have to think differently, regardless of what disruptions that are coming our way, regardless of what we are facing. He's saying we must think differently. Allow me to just give a shout out to our partners. This webinar is brought to you courtesy of Balcon Housing. Obviously, it's brought to you by Atara Solutions, courtesy of Balcon Housing. And today we are hosting one of our partners, Mr. Frank Wambare, who runs Pathway Solutions Services. And I'm sure some of you can remember you've won a number of giveaways. So we have Esther Odongo. Would you like to ask something? I have allowed you to speak kindly. Your hand is up. So in the meantime, yes, Esther, go ahead. Esther? Okay. You have muted yourself, or that was not intentional. All right, so Philip Malonza, tell us, is there something you wanted to ask? I've allowed you to speak. Philip?
Hello, I hope you can hear me. I'm on traffic.
Yes, we can hear you.
But I thought it's good ask a question to Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, kindly just guide us on those who are starting in business and probably self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
How do you ensure that you thrive in this tough business world where there's full of corruption, crooked ways of doing business? How do you ensure that you stay within the ethical means of doing business and still manage within this tough environment? Thank you.
Thank you. My straight answer is think in 3D. You think differently, you think decisively, and you deliver. Why? Because those people who are deciding to use corrupt means to gain those wealth, they will gain it just for a time, but they also lose it at some point. But the thing is, I'm aware about the competitiveness and how the competitiveness is brought down because of corruption. But what I can say, whatever you are selling, make sure that is different. It is the value is there, the product is packaged properly, you deliver it on time. If they give you like you need to deliver within 7 days, try to deliver even within 2 days. Try even to bring added value into your product. And there are many other ways you could do. Obviously, Grace, when she will be finishing, she will announce some of the offers we have today. If you'll be able to join some of those sessions, where because we have more time, I will tell you other things that you could do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Frank. I know John Tura would like to speak. However, allow me to just make this announcement. We are looking out to you, our audience, to give us feedback on how your experience has been the whole of season 2 as we continue. As we continue with the other sessions. We also would like to hear from you. What are the areas and topics would you like us to discuss? So I know my team has put in the link to give us feedback. It is on the chat. However, John Tura, please go ahead. And people on Facebook, please give us feedback as well. Go ahead, John.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I would first of all appreciate the session. I think is one of the best. Okay, my question is for those existing businesses, Frank, could probably, is there like a guide on how some of these businesses can be able to reinvent themselves? Is there like a flow over and above the PESTO and the SWOT analysis? Is there like a guide where people can be able to be guided to reinvent themselves?
Yeah, they are quite, thank you so much for appreciation. There are quite a lot of guides available and a lot of tools that you could use. Obviously, I do not know the type of sector you are in, because when I know sector in specific, sometimes I can be able to tell you some of the ways you could maneuver around. But
is a service business,
okay,
specifically fine. Textile.
That's fine. So one of the best way is to do your research. Make sure that the product you're selling, you have done your own research, you have done competitor analysis, so you know what your competitors are selling. Look for quality, high quality, and if you go for low quality, because obviously not everyone will buy high quality, decide what is your segmentation or your segment within the market, and also decide who are your target market, your target group that you want to zero in. Then think differently, deliver, and make sure that you're making the right decision. You know, there's this one Gabra in America who sang the song, and he said, a good Gabra knows when to enter and when to leave. So there are certain, because of the volatility of the market, and especially in East Africa and Central Africa, because of some countries have just finished elections, others are going to elections like Kenya and all this kind of thing. There are certain factors within the PESTO that also affect so many other things, no matter how good you do. So, but I can tell you briefly is make sure you do your own research very well. Make sure you deliver good quality. Make sure that you know when to enter the market and when to exit, and think about innovating with your products at any given time. If I had more time, I would go into greater details to break down that. Thank you.
All right. We have a question from Vincent who's saying, technology and social capital can overcome corruption. What is your comment?
I totally agree with that, because if you think about it, if it's like, for example, those who are in service industry, you can be able to see the tender coming up. Immediately it's advertised, you can be able to analyze that tender very quickly, and you can be able to submit it. At the same time, if you are being efficient on the technology, you can lower a lot of cost, because much of the cost in the business, if you look about the gross profit and net profit, and the loss, return on capital employed, and ROI, which is return on investment, part of it is because of the labor. The labor cost tends to take a lot of profit, which could be re-employed somewhere else. Yes, I agree. Efficiencies in technology and Internet of Things can be able to lower a cost and can be able to make people to be very efficient. However, there are still some people who stay in the boardroom who try to maneuver the whole system. And even when people are told to say restricted tender, over the night, they'll still wake up and look what others have sent, and then they maneuver and tell their friends to maneuver loud. But there's also a God in heaven who can help as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Cosmas is saying, what is the fate of 700,000 guards in this time of digital era?
Obviously, it means those people, they will be out of jobs, because first COVID-19 has affected them in terms of how many people are getting jobs. But on the other side, as financial transactions are being done electronically, there are few guards that are required to be outside the bank or outside many financial institutions guarding the money. Most of the crimes now are happening electronically. So there's a lot of job opportunities for cybersecurity advisors and analysts and people to support businesses.
Okay. So somebody is saying, Purity is asking, many people seem to have moved into coaching. How can one be different in this field?
Obviously, the answer is three. First is make sure you have other added skills that you have that you're bringing in the business. For example, myself, I did bachelor's in business and supply chain management. And before that, I had worked in the procurement field for quite some time. I also just decided, because I want to up my game, I want to do master's in human resources management so that I can have other skills that may make me to also to be good in the sector. But in addition, I've also done a lot of certifications in the coaching business, a lot of them that for me, somebody can come, you need career coaching. Is a sector I've worked and I have been there for quite some time, but I also have, I'm also certified. I'm also a certified success business coach. I'm also a certified emotional intelligence. I'm also a certified mindset, and many others that I can tell you. So to answer your question is have certain competencies and certain experience and qualifications, but in addition, make sure you do coaching certification. Don't do only one area. Try to do at least one or two, and then you specialize with them.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Frank, if you allow me, I'd like to share my screen because we need to award a few people.
Could you give me only 1 minute? I just show the last screen because it's something I want people to take away.
Okay.
So as we embrace the future, we need to have analytical thinking because those are skills. According to World Economic Forum last year, 2020, they said the people need to have 10 skills that employers and the businesses, they will be looking. Analytical skills, active listening, because people are not listening, and in business, people need to listen. Problem solving skills, critical thinking, because there's a lot of things that people have to critically think and innovate. Creativity and originality is very important. Leadership, technology. There's so many issues that are relating on technology. Resilient is very, very important, and stress tolerance. And finally, being able to listen and be able to have some ideas that you can use in order to problem solve the business transactions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Frank. I hope you guys have your analytical skills in check, your leadership and social influences in check. I hope you're working on your technological, becoming tech savvy, and obviously problem solving, because, oh my God, if you're in employment or you're a business and you're not solving problems, then you have no value, so to speak, because we're in business to solve problems. So if you can allow me, Frank, I would like to offer our giveaways for this evening. So if you can stop sharing screen so that I can share mine. Correct. So our viewers today, allow me to just mention that this session is brought to you by Atara Solutions in partnership with Balcon Housing, as well as Pathway Solutions and the others. Balcon Housing is giving you a chance to buy a plot at 400,000 shillings, an 8-acre plot in Nanyuki in a controlled development. They also are offering tailor-made installments. So other than that, we have the offers from Frank here. You have heard me mention Frank enough times. You have seen his face today. And so this is what Frank is giving us. These are training workshops that are happening on Zoom. Tomorrow is not 22nd. Tomorrow, 22nd is next week. Yes. So from next week, on Wednesday next week, there will be a session on writing a business plan. So for those of you who want to go into business or are in business and are going for financing and all that, and you'd like to learn how to write a business plan, for those who are in school, and this is part of the project that you'll be doing, please join Mr. Frank on Wednesday next week from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. He will also be teaching 360 360-degree feedback from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the same day. So there will be a session on business plan at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then 360-degree feedback from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then they'll be building relationship for success in business on 29th. That is the week after the next. On 29th, he'll be teaching you on building relationship for success in business. And this will happen from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So Wednesday next week, there are 2. The other Wednesday, there's 1. And then the Wednesday in October, the first Wednesday of October, he'll be teaching business resilience from 11 to 1 p.m. and then entrepreneurship 101 from 6 to 8:30 p.m. So there's some of you who have chosen entrepreneurship 101 on the LMS. I know SK Geto is on that. I know Grace Mazombo is on that. I know Jocelyn Nyapola is on that as well. So you can, as you're learning on the LMS, because I know the LMS is richer than what you'll experience during the live session, you can join Frank on that 6th. It is the other Wednesday, the first Wednesday of October. And then the second Wednesday of October, he'll be doing mastering job interviews from 7 to 8:30 p.m. So I hope you guys have understood, and you can see the screen on how to get in touch with Frank. And actually, because all of you are a winner and you get a chance to get these free trainings from Wednesday next week all the way to the second week, Wednesday of October. So I hope you guys can make time. Please email frank@pathwaysolutionsservices.co.uk, or you can as well reach out to me and I'll be able to hook you up with Frank. So we are also asking you, oh my God, my screen will not go. Okay, just 1 second. We are also asking you from Atara Solutions to give us feedback. Kevin, if you can kindly post the link for feedback so that we know what else we can prepare for you. We want to know what has had impact on you. We also want to know who exactly are our audience so that we can tailor make these sessions to suit your needs. So Kevin has actually put a link there. Please, 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 we'll be reaching out to you. Use that link and give us feedback. We will send it on email as well so that you can give us feedback and we are able to custom make the training specifically for your needs. So other than that, Frank, allow me to just check whether we have anything question. Okay, Lucy says she finally got the ingredients to make the lemonade, the 3D ingredients. Please share the PDF. Will you be able to share the notes with us?
Yes,
Frank?
yes, and there are other 6 rights I did not share, but you'll get them or everything. Yeah.
Okay, sawa, that's fine. I don't know whether there's somebody who has any other question as at now. So allow me to just give a shout out to our partners as always. So I've spoken about Balcon Housing. Just 1 second. So these are our partners for first year anniversary, and we've been at this and we have giveaways. We have 3 more to give, and then maybe we can stop celebrating anniversaries and go to start our Christmas early. So we have Balcon Housing. Thank you, Balcon Housing. By the way, whoever comments on our YouTube channel today, like now, if you go to our YouTube channel and leave like 3 comments, I'll give you a package from Balcon Housing. If you leave 3 comments today, email me. I will send you a package from Balcon Housing. We also have Stallion Construction Company. This is a construction company based in Nairobi. We have Current Technologies. Current Technologies is an engineering consulting firm. They also do NEMA audit. They also do health and safety training and audits. We also have Intercity Secure Home for your total security solutions. They have CCTV, they have guarding services. We have Octagon Africa. Octagon Africa is a pension and insurance company. If you're looking for somebody to manage your organization's pension scheme, or you're looking to do personal pension, please get in touch with Octagon Africa. We have Pathway Solutions Services, who are trainers. If you're looking to get some training for your organizations, before you go, if you cannot get in touch with Atara Solutions, you can get in touch with Pathways. We can work together as well to deliver for you projects. And then we have GeoTrace. GeoTrace, by the way, GeoTrace, whoever was the first person to register for this webinar was Eric. And Eric, I'm gonna give you the giveaway from GeoTrace. You'll get your car alarm fixed by GeoTrace. So that is giveaway number 2. So we've given trainings sessions for people from Pathway Solutions. Whoever does comment on our, oh wait, I'm not even comment. Whoever does the feedback, I should award people for giving us feedback. So yes, if you have done feedback or you have left 3 comments on our YouTube channel, we will give you this giveaway from Balcon Housing. And then we have a giveaway from Shishi Naturals that will be won next week. We have had a giveaway from JC, which was won by Sishali. Violet, we have Sorel Laundry, their giveaway was won by Priscilla. Career Management Center, their giveaway was won by Stella. We have Favored Cakes and Caterers, their giveaway was won by Agatha. So we have a lot more in store for you. Don't think that we are done. The giveaways will keep coming. You know, my birthday is also coming. For those of you who were here last year, you know how we did it, huh? We celebrated my birthday in style. So you never know, this year might be the same. So Frank, your last words.
So my comment short is, take advantage of the sessions that we have planned, that Grace advertised, and they are all free, entirely free. And because I have enough time there, I can answer any question and any question. If you would like coaching, or if your company requires any training, by all means, get in touch with me. And for me, it's the issue of changing the world. So it's not necessarily money, because money can come and go, but if you make life different is the most important thing. So my parting shot is, go out there and practice what you have had today. For those who are parents, please go to your schools and universities. Tell the teachers to stop teaching courses which are irrelevant. Let them teach courses that will produce jobs. Because no matter what you think, 2030, 2040, in fact, from 2025, most of these degrees and colleges, courses, they will be out of market. Anything without technology, it is out of market. Talk to your teachers and planners of education. They need to embrace Internet of Things and the technology. God bless you. God keep you. There is a hope and there's a God in heaven.
Thank you very much, Frank. We really appreciate your closing remarks. Please go ye and change the world. Go ye and apply the knowledge that you have done, and let them be taught through CBC. I agree. I'm actually a pro CBC. It's the implementation that I don't like. Saul says, can the technical team check some questions that require one to tick all responses before it can be submitted? Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Please, Kevin, have a look at that. We are told that one of our questions needs to be checked. Please check on that so that we rectify before we get the other feedback. Thank you very much for that. So we appreciate that. So thank you very much, Frank, for sharing your wisdom and your research and everything that you have experienced. We really appreciate your partnership. We appreciate that you made it today. We appreciate that you're also in the same journey as us in terms of changing the world through information and equipping people with the right skills for the world as it is. So we really appreciate, and we wish you the very best. Susan Akwesi, where is your hand up? You want to speak? Susan? Okay. So her hand was up. I think the other one did not.
And Grace, could you tell the audience, and maybe also type as well, that the time there is Kenyan time, not UK time?
Oh, yeah.
For the workshops.
Yeah, so you have heard that one. Somebody is asking, how do we get in touch with Frank? I have posted Frank's email address on the chat. And if you get stuck, always, I'm here for you to connect with Mr. Frank or any other of our speakers. You can always reach out to me. John Tura says, one of the best webinars. So asanteni sana, thank you very much for your time. I am just going to share some music so that Frank can engage in the chat, and just in case we've missed something, we can get that sorted out. In the meantime, please like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Get It Right with Atara Solutions. My name is Grace Nzula. As always, I'm your host. And I hope to interact with you next week as we discuss suicide prevention. It is Suicide Prevention Month, and the theme this year is action, hope through action. So let's have hope through action. So good night.